Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Luke and this is my review for It Follows. So I haven't been sitting here and sitting in front of this camera for quite a long time. It's been about 3 weeks. I went on vacation and I've just been kind of trying to get back in the swing of things with my normal life. I went back to work and I've been working a lot more recently. School, of course, so this review is a little late, and a couple of more reviews that are going to be coming after this one are a little late as well. I'm sorry for that, but I'm just trying to get caught up. So, like I mentioned, this is my review for It Follows. Now this film is directed by a man by the name of David Robert Mitchell, and it stars Maika Monroe, who was in The Guest last year, 2014. And this movie's a lot like The Guest. It's kind of like a horror movie, action movie, thriller that kind of tries to be like throwback to the 1980s. And that's a lot of the music especially hints at that in It Follows and The Guest, and both the movies are just kind of in the same vein. Now Maika Monroe is a very good performer. She is amazing. In The Guest, I saw her in that last year. I thought she was wonderful, and in this movie as well, It Follows, I thought she did a really good job. She gave a very believable performance, and whenever there was dread in her eyes, I could just tell that, you know, something was really wrong. I thought she was really, really good. And like I mentioned, this movie's a lot like The Guest with the music. This movie has a killer soundtrack that sounds very retro, very 1980s, with a lot of synthesizers and a lot of 8-bit sounds as well, and I really like the soundtrack, and I'll probably download it and put it on my iPod because I would love to listen to it sometime out of the movie. Also, this movie is actually quite haunting and sometimes disturbing. Most of the time, it's not a movie where there's a bunch of jump scares, which is perfect. I don't want a bunch of jump scares in my movies, but it really creates this sense of dread inside of you, a lot like The Babadook did earlier last year. And I just thought that this movie did a really good job of making me feel kind of scared and a little uneasy after I walked out of the theater, because the whole thing is about these people who will follow you around and they'll just walk in a straight line. They won't run, they won't do a slow pace, they won't crawl, they're just going to walk to you, and once they get to you, you're pretty much going to die. And I thought that was really creepy, and in this movie you're always wondering, like, is that person one of the people that's coming to kill me, one of the ghosts or whatever they are trying to kill me, or is that just a random person walking back from soccer practice? And this movie was also kind of funny at times as well. They did a really good job mixing in humor that felt like it should have been there with these more scary elements. I really, really enjoyed It Follows. It's been one of my favorite movies of the entire year. I think it was a very well-made film, incredibly well acted, very realistic portrayals of these characters, and I thought it was very well directed by David Robert Mitchell. I'm really excited to see what he has up his sleeve for next time. So that's my review for It Follows. I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this one. It came out about almost a month ago, probably a little over a month ago, in limited release, and since then it has kind of grown into this wider release, so I think a lot of people are seeing it now, and most people I've talked to actually didn't like it too much, but I really enjoyed it, and I know a lot of critics have also really enjoyed this movie, so you might like it, you might not, but I really liked it. So this is Luke signing off. Please subscribe, and I will talk to you later.